In the peaceful forest of Sunnywood, animals of all kinds lived happily together. There were chattering chipmunks, playful foxes, wise old owls, and even a sleepy brown bear who snored louder than thunder. Among them was a tiny gray squirrel named Nibble. He had the fluffiest tail, the brightest eyes, and the biggest heart. But there was one problem. Nibble was afraid of heights. Now, that might sound strange for a squirrel, but it was true. While his squirrel friends leapt from branch to branch and raced across treetops, Nibble stayed on the ground. He collected nuts, made up stories, and helped anyone who needed a paw, as long as it didn't involve climbing. Still, he often looked up at the trees and wished he was brave like the others. One breezy morning, as the sun painted the forest in gold, a loud chirp echoed through the trees. Then another. It was the cry of a baby bird. The animals rushed toward the sound and found a tiny bluebird chick lying on the forest floor. It had fallen from its nest at the very top of the tallest tree in Sunnywood. "Oh no," cried the mother bird, fluttering anxiously above. "My baby can't fly yet, and I can't carry her up myself." The animals looked up. The tree was huge. Its branches reached so high they tickled the clouds. "I would help, but I'm too heavy," said the bear. "I can fly, but I'm too small to lift the chick," said the butterfly. And a wise old bird with lark's eyes and a solemn expression, and raccoons all shook their heads. "It's too dangerous." Then Nibble stepped forward. "I'll climb the tree," he said, his little voice steady but soft. Everyone turned to him in surprise. "But you're scared of heights," whispered a rabbit. "I know," said Nibble. "But the baby bird needs help, and sometimes being brave means doing the hard thing anyway." With that, Nibble took a deep breath, placed the chick gently in a little cloth pouch, and began to climb. He climbed past the low branches where the robins lived, past the squirrel's favorite nut trees, past the sleepy owls watching with wide eyes, and finally, all the way to the top where the nest waited. The wind blew, the tree creaked, Nibble's legs shook, but he didn't stop. At last, he placed the baby bird safely back into her nest. The mama bird chirped with joy and nuzzled her chick. The animals below erupted into cheers. When Nibble climbed down, he was greeted with hugs, pats, and the proudest smile from other animals. From that day on, Nibble wasn't known as the little squirrel who stayed on the ground. He was known as the Brave Little Squirrel, the one who faced his fear to help a friend in need. Moral of the story: you don't have to be big to be brave. True courage is helping others even when you're scared.